Hi Libra, it's Meg with Padmes, and I'm doing your love reading from Tarotscope for April 11th through 17. And we're talking to our angels and guides of the highest vibrations of love and light because we don't want to talk to anybody else. And this is for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So make sure you check your other sign placements for the full picture of what's going on this month for you, Libra. So let's get we're going to do a full spread on your present time situation in love. What is going on with you, love-wise, Libra? And then we're going to look at the trajectory and look at what's going on with your partner. What are they thinking? How are they feeling? What is it that they want to say to you? Okay, Libra, let's check it out. What kind of energy is around you for this month in love? Okay, Libra. There we go. All right, so the first thing that I'm noticing is pretty much what's underlying the entire situation is the Hierophant. So this is a leveling up of commitment. So leveling up of commitment, this is like doing the right thing. This is a marriage card. We also have another marriage card here, the wedding card. And it's at the heart of the situation, and there's been some kind of disappointment and heartbreak. We've got the Three of Swords here with the Four of Wands, the marriage card. So it does look like there's been some kind of hardship, disappointment, heartbreak, and this is in some kind of long-term committed relationship that this has happened. This Three of Swords indicates a third party, and this can be a third party that is a romantic third party, but it can also be a third party who's like not necessarily romantic. Like, for instance, it could be neighbors or family or people at work, somebody just basically getting in your business. So keep that in mind too. But yes, it could be a romantic third party. And the big picture is talking about a whole lot of self care, a whole lot of standing up for yourself, people saying something, maybe even your partner saying something that basically isn't necessarily true about you. And big picture is like having to stand up for this, or even having to stand up for this committed relationship somehow. So, happening now and into the near future, here's the Queen of Wands. So, the Queen of Wands energy is completely, she's such a manifester. She really is the Empress of the Queens. And this is her doing what she needs to do to stay aligned and get what it is that she is trying to manifest. She has a lot of energy and she's also very congenial. So, like, this queen who is full, she really is full of joy and full of excitement and inspiration for what it is that she wants. And that's really how she wields all of her energy. She's so excited about the project that she just magnetizes these things to her. So that's exciting, Libra. Let's take a look at some other things here. This is your higher self. So even though your big picture is like, I feel like there's been some standing up for the relationship, or, you know, big picture wise, your higher self is like, I, while somebody else is creating boundaries and standing up for the relationship, I am letting my boundaries down. It's almost like I am surrendering to the universe. Whatever will be, will be. It's almost like I feel exhausted. Oh, like, oh, I just can't like fight anymore, that kind of thing. And then your angels and guides are talking about having patience. This is alchemy. This is two things coming together and compromising and reworking structure. This is a healing card. Okay, so this is also, this Three of Pentacles reversed is in the position where you release this. Release the idea that you have to do this by yourself. Release the idea that somebody's not giving you the time and attention. Ooh, what I'm hearing is that you've asked for. The one thing that is coming up though is, have you really asked for what you've wanted? Have you asked for the time and the love and the commitment that you've actually really wanted? It's like somebody's giving you what you asked for, but you might not have asked for as much as you really wanted. I'll say this though, the Queen of Wands energy, she's all about getting what she wants and asking for what she wants and being dynamic about it. Okay, so this is some kind of resistance to working on dynamics, working on some shadow work, even. It's like resistance to working on issues, really. And maybe not issues so much. It's almost like somebody can change their habits and behavioral type stuff, but they're not willing to work on the root cause of why the dysfunctional stuff happened to begin with. Like their root, yeah, there are issues at the base of those behaviors that are really needing to be, oh, I'm even hearing challenged. And there's resistance to challenging these things. Okay. So in the past, here is the King of Pentacles energy that is reversed. So in the past, this is like, this would be energy that is energy that you can't really trust, because this king, when right side up, is like, I'm all about solid, stable, secure. I'm the married king, and people count on me, and they can count on me because I tell the truth, because I'm here. You can depend on me. I'm dependable. But he's reversed in the past. So this feels like it comes into play when there's this third party. Somebody wasn't necessarily telling the truth, or they were keeping the truth out of the light. Okay. And this is the energy for now, Libra. Happening now, it's like, it does feel like there's some sneaky monkey business going on. And here is the Queen of Swords energy, but she's reversed. So this is the divorced queen. She can be the divorced queen, but this is also a very pissed off queen. And she has some choice words to say. She is not worried about hurting anybody's feelings at this point, and she is going to speak the truth, and she can be super malicious. But it's not necessarily out of bounds. Like, she's not lying necessarily, but she's definitely saying things to get what she wants, and she's not being careful or sugarcoating anything. And this is sneaky monkey business. So I'm also feeling like somebody has feelings that they were lied to, and they are feeling vengeful, and like, it's like, I want to get back at somebody. I want to get back at somebody. Ooh, Libra. But then here's your trajectory, and your trajectory again is talking about a third party possibly, but it's also talking about going out with friends and having celebrations. So, I mean, literally that could be a divorce party with this Queen of Swords reversed. But let's do some clarifying here and figure out what is going on, because happening now and into the near future, somebody is getting their wish, and somebody is coming in and, feeling lots of energy, feeling energetic, and feeling like they're actually getting their wishes met. So let's see. I also wanted to talk about your advice. And your advice is like, this is what I'm hearing is work hard, play hard. But what really this is, it's like the apprenticeship card, but this is you working on something. Let's get some clarification on all of this, Libra. Okay. And I'm going to clarify with these. Alrighty. So first of all, Libra, I want to clarify what this Hierophant is doing down here. This higher level commitment, this marriage card, this doing things by the books, moving forward strongly, securely. This is also a Taurus card. And here we have, yep, the Three of Cups. So we have the Three of Cups in the trajectory, and we have the Three of Cups reversed. That is clarifying this Hierophant. So this does look like a third party situation that is affecting the energy of the Hierophant, the marriage, the stability, the higher leveling up of commitment. So let's go ahead and clarify the heart of the situation, which is very similar energy to where you were coming from. And here's the Ace of Cups. There is a lot of love here. There's a lot of love, and here is the Six of Swords reversed. It's like, okay, there's a lot of love here, and there's this rite of passage that isn't happening. So what that tells me, Libra, is that, like, here we're talking about the divorced queen or the possibility for that. That's not always the case, but she can be. This is more like, there's a lot of love here, and I'm not ready to do that rite of passage. I'm not ready to divorce. So it's like there's stuff being worked on. The relationship looks like it's being worked on instead of separating, or at least it was, or there's this possibility for that. So let's continue on here with the clarifying. I'm asking about this Queen of Wands. This Queen of Wands happening now and into the near future. Well, really, Libra, I'm wondering if that is you. Let's see here. Yeah, it's interesting because it's like you can ask for whatever it is that you want, and really you can magnetize that to you if you shift your frequency, if you change it up, if you like stand in your power. But then it's like, here's the Sun card. I almost feel like you can ask for whatever it is that you want to manifest, like things, but what you really want is the relationship, and you're not allowing some kind of joy into the situation. It's like you're not allowing the receiving part of that to happen. Let me just get more clarification on that. I'm also wondering if that is somebody else, the third party, perhaps, that's not allowing some kind of joy in, or not allowing some kind of love in. Actually, for some of you, I think that's true, but I think the bigger energy that I'm picking up is that that's you, Libra, and you're like, again, not asking for everything that it is that you want. And when I clarify that too, this is also, it's almost like, here's the Nine of Swords reverse. It's almost like you don't want to cause that much trouble. You don't want to fight anymore. You don't want to cause that much trouble. So you're like not asking for what it is that you want. I want to clarify this big picture. This somebody fighting for the relationship, or somebody having to stand up for the relationship somehow. Clarifying that. Yep. Somebody doesn't want to lose their legacy. Here's the 10 of Pentacles. Somebody wants to create better dynamics. They're standing up for the relationship because they don't want to lose a legacy. Wow. Okay. And let's look at the past. This King of Pentacles reversed. This King of Pentacles that perhaps was not honest. And here we have the Five of Wands. This would be like, this is like competition energy. This is like somebody putting someone else in a competitive, it's almost like setting somebody up, like pitting people against each other. That's what it feels like. And here's this Queen of Pentacles reversed. So here's the married queen, and here's the married king, but he's reversed and she's reversed. So what's interesting about that is that energy can be going both ways. There's some kind of competition energy. It's almost like these two energies are in competition with each other, which is really interesting. I'm actually going to pull another card on that. What is that about? How are they in competition with each other? And here is the Eight of Cups. You know what this really looks like to me? It's like a very codependent relationship, or it has some codependent elements to it, and still we're not ready to emotionally move forward or change this. It's like we are stuck here. We kind of want to be stuck here, We've got some things that we need to probably deal with, but we're not going to be pulling and dredging those up out of the bottom of the river. We're just going to kind of carry on and move on. Okay, so let's look at this Seven of Wands and this Queen of Swords reversed, Libra. What is going on here? So this is like, it does feel like there could have been some lies told, or just some things that were said to kind of, somebody wanted to get their way, and so they worded things a particular way so that they could get their way. And here's the King of Wands. So somebody, wow, I even want to say bamboozled you. So somebody basically put you in a place where you didn't know what the truth was. And here's that person, the King of Wands energy, masculine energy, doing that business, telling you what I'm hearing is telling you what you want to hear. And here's the Knight of Pentacles, and it has something to do with this is stopped. This wanted to come out as well. And here's the Knight of Swords. So we've got the Knight of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords. It's like, oh, I see the big picture now. I know what's going on. And some behavior has stopped, and it almost feels like they're telling you what you want to hear. Okay, so let's look at the trajectory. This Three of Cups could also be the continuation of this third party, but it can also be celebration. So maybe even though some of this stuff isn't going to be dredged out just right yet, you know, save that for later. There's some kind of celebration that's happening. So let's figure out what that is. Wow. So here's the Nine of Pentacles. And so earlier on, it looked like it could have been kind of like maybe a divorce party kind of celebration. And sure enough, here is an independent feminine energy that has everything that she needs, because possibly she did ask for what she needed and wanted and got it. But this is her celebrating the things that she has. This could also be someone celebrating the things that they have and kind of having that understanding that this relationship seems a bit conditional. Keeping that in mind, but I want to go ahead and ask your partner, how are they feeling? How are they feeling about this situation? So Libra, how is your partner feeling about this situation? And they feel like the cat is out of the bag. They feel like, I want to say this too, they don't necessarily feel exposed. They just feel like some of the things that they were keeping to themselves have been revealed. So that's an interesting way of saying that. They don't feel exposed. So what that makes me feel like is that there's more to be said that would create more vulnerability. So there's still things that are hidden, but some things have been brought up and out into the open. How else do you feel? Libra's partner. Ooh, two cards are coming out. We've got the Page of Cups and we've got the Seven of Pentacles reversed. So it's like I've switched channels. I've changed my energy. I've switched channels. I'm no longer offering energy to something, probably that third party from before. I've switched channels. And so that is how they're feeling. Libra, I want to know what your partner wants to say to you. And we're going to use a couple different decks for that. But what is it that your partner wishes for you to know about them? Page of Swords reversed. There's some kind of negative speak that this partner is talking about. Yeah, it's like, I've made a decision. Here's the Four of Cups reversed. I've made a decision and now I don't want to talk about it anymore. Like, I don't want to continue talking about this. And there's definitely that feeling of, I don't want to bring things up from the bottom of the river. Let's clarify that a little bit. We haven't clarified that, but I feel like that's what the partner is saying. I've already talked about this. I've made a decision. Now I don't want to talk about this anymore. Yeah, and here's the Five of Swords. So the reason why they don't want to talk about this and bring this up is because there is a lot of betrayal energy here. It's just too much to handle and to deal with. Yeah, they're saying, here's a Strength card reverse. They're saying, I'm not strong enough to really look at my shadow side. I'm not strong enough to really deal with that. I feel like a bad person somehow if I deal with all that stuff, and I can't bring that up and feel those ways. It's too much for me. Okay, so I'm going to use this other deck. And I want to get a little bit more. What does your partner want to say to you, Libra? And your partner is talking about the second house. So your partner is talking about, why don't we just really enjoy the fruits of everything? Let's enjoy money and just feeling good. And let's enjoy our environment. Let's enjoy food. Let's enjoy material things of comfort. And let's enjoy security and support each other in that way. Let's focus on those things instead of what's at the bottom of the river. instead of emotional things. Let's focus on feeling comfort and safety in that way. What else do you want to say? This is smoke 'em if you got 'em, because it's going down. Here's the deal, it's reversed. So this is my card for smoke 'em if you got 'em, because it's going down means like the truth is coming out. So get ready, because I'm going to tell you the truth, except it's reversed. So this is definitely like, yeah, let's focus on the material things that make us feel comfortable, and I'll make us feel comfortable by not telling you the truth. And you can make me feel comfortable by not asking me to tell you the truth. That's some crazy stuff there, Libra. That is some crazy stuff. I'm going to ask one more. What does your partner want to tell you, Libra? 11th house. Let's look at the big picture. Let's look at what's good for us in the long haul, in the long run. Talking about all this stuff isn't really going to help us. Social justice would be like, let's do the right thing and just move forward. I will say this, though. The higher self of your partner is saying there's going to be some kind of surprise coming forward in the future. All right, I want to look at your advice, and I want to look at what that surprise is. What kind of surprise in the future? Libra's partner, what kind of surprise? And this has to do with some kind of focus. It's like, I am not wanting to be in two different worlds at the same time. I am wanting to focus on something. I'm not wanting to juggle, but what is the surprise here? Okay, so there's some kind of surprise. Here's the King of Pentacles reversed again. All right, I'm not really sure if this is going to be such a surprise. I think it's just going to be more of a repetitive thing, because here the King of Pentacles in the past came up reversed. And this is, somebody that's not completely trustworthy, doesn't really, he's the married king, but he doesn't act married. And so now the surprise is he's the married king and he's not acting married. So I'm not sure how much of a surprise that is, but this would be like, I'm just sticking with what I know. This is what I do. Okay, so Libra. Let's get some more clarification on your advice. Your advice is, for now, it's kind of like, maybe make a plan, work on things. This would be definitely kind of like for the long haul, trying to figure out the best way to work on things going forward. And wow, yeah, your advice is literally working on the relationship, working on the commitment. What that also involves, though, is dredging stuff up from the river, the bottom of the river. And your partner's like, I don't know if I want to do that. I'm not sure if I feel strong enough to do that. But your advice is talking about working on the leveling up of the commitment, whatever that means to you. If you feel like being committed means not forcing somebody to dredge up that stuff that they can't handle, then that's part of that too. Here's the Six of Cups reversed. So this is like, I am, and I'm clarifying your advice. This is talking about, I am releasing stuff that's happened in the past. I think that's also, if you want to move forward in this relationship, this is talking about having to release things that have happened in the past to kind of like move on with a clean slate and not bring it up. Your partner is definitely like, I don't want to talk about this anymore. All right, so I am asking your angels and guides from the Romance Oracle, What kind of messages do they want to tell you, Libra? You are ready. Ooh, you know, this is interesting, but what I just heard is you're ready for a fight. And Libra, that could be like a fight, like a big argument, or it could be like a fight, like I'm fighting for my relationship. Let's get another one. Okay, straight up. No. This looks like you are ready to hold your ground, Libra. Ready to hold your ground. All right, one more. Oh, choose a new direction. All right, Libra, let's look at your advice here. It's working on something. It's working on leveling up the relationship. It's almost like I will release the past. What it looks like to me, though, is that you'll be like, hey, I'll move on from here. But I require a certain level of commitment. And then your angels and guides are like, you're ready to ask for what it is that you want, make some boundaries and say no, choose a new direction. All right, Libra, that's quite a doozy of a reading. I'll be back toward the end of the month. Let me know how this resonated for you, and I will talk to you soon.